Hey guys, it's Sarah, and today we're going to go through and we're going to unhaul some books. I'm really feeling in the mood to go through this cart and get rid of some. There have been a few that have kind of popped out at me that I'm kind of thinking, I think I'm okay. I don't think I want to read that anymore. So this cart sits in my bedroom. I look at it every single day. Every single day I look at this thing. And this is full of books that have been sent to me from publishers. These are all backlist. None of these are brand new. None of these are coming out really soon. These are all backlist books. Some of them I agreed to read, and then I did not hold up my end of the bargain. And then some of them were sent unsolicited, and some of them were from Bookish First. So I have quite a variety of places that I got these, but they are all from publishers. So I am really feeling the need to go through and kind of purge some of these because I don't have those commitments anymore to read them before they come out because they are all, everything on this card is already released. So I don't have that pressure, but they still sit here and look at me in the face, and I need to decide which ones I want to actually read for my own personal, enjoyment, and then what I want to go ahead and let go because I don't have the commitment to read them anymore. So I don't need to hang on to them if I'm not interested in them anymore. So we're going to go through it together. There are a total of 66 books on this cart. I just went through and counted. So we will do another count when I'm done. But I have 3 tiers here, and there's not really any rhyme or reason to where they are placed on this cart. They're just here. And then I also have some in the back that are taking, they're stacked in the back as well. So we have a lot to go through. I'm going to go through and I'm going to touch every single book, and I'm going to make a decision on whether or not I want to read them. So first and foremost, I will automatically be keeping all of the books I got from Bookish First because those are books that I do need to write reviews on those sites for. So that one I actually do have commitments for. Any book that I got from Bookish First, I need to read and review and do a review on the Bookish First website. So those I do need to keep. Everything else is fair game. I can decide if I want to keep them or not. So we are going to go through and I will show you exactly what's on here and then what I decide on each book. Okay, so first is the Paris Library. This one is actually not released yet. It was supposed to come out in June of this year, but this has gotten pushed back to February of 2021. So obviously I'm not going to be reading this right now. And I do need to keep it though, because it's going to be a release for next year. I've already marked it and planned it for next year. So I do need to keep this one, but obviously it's not going to be a priority right now at all. This one is No Going Back by Sheena Kamal. This one I just received recently, but I have decided not to read it because it is book 3 in a series. I don't think it's a series you need to read in order, but I've definitely lost interest in it. So, and then reading, the synopsis of it, I just really don't think I'm going to end up reading this at all. So this is going to be one that I let go. This is Saint X by Alexis Shaitkin. I don't know. I definitely still want to read this. I'm definitely interested in it still. I'm not going to give you guys synopsis of these because this would take way too long. We have 66 books to talk about, but this one I'm keeping. This one is Smale Home. This is by C.L. Williams. This was sent to me to do an unboxing, which I did. I will hang on to this one because my daughter is also interested in it, so we'll keep this one. Fix Her Up by Tessa Bailey, definitely keeping. This is St. Francis Society for Wayward Pets by Annie England Noblin. Definitely want to keep this one because you guys, look at your face. Seriously, I can't take it. So cute. So yeah, I'm definitely going to keep this one too. This one is Resistance Women by Jennifer Chiavarini. This was a paperback that was sent to me unsolicited, but I'm definitely interested in this one for sure. This one is The Worst Best Man by Mia Sosa. I'm on the fence about this one. I've heard mediocre things, and then I've heard good things too, so I don't really know. It's definitely got this really cute cover that I'm just kind of craving right now, so maybe I'll hang on to it and see if I end up reading it. But yeah, this one's a little bit like, we'll see. I won't get rid of it yet, but I don't know. This one is Tidelands by Philippa Gregory. This is a first novel in a new series by her, and this one was sent for paperback release as well, so I'm definitely still interested. I have not read anything by Philippa Gregory yet, and I really want to, so I'll definitely hang on to this one. This one is The Operator, and this is by Gretchen Berg. This one came unsolicited. I'd never heard of it until I got it, but I'm very interested in this one, so this will be another one that I hang on to. And this one is Hard Rain. This is by Irma Venter. This one came out in April. It was unsolicited. I'd never heard of it, but I think I'm going to go ahead and let this one go. This is one that I don't think I'm going to realistically get to. All right, so The Bookish Life of Nina Hill by Abby Waxman. Really still want to read this. This one is Harry's Trees by John Cohen. I've heard amazing things about this one, so this is one that I definitely want to keep, and I've occasionally been like, I should really pick that up. This one is After the End by Claire McIntosh. I can't believe I didn't read this when it came out. This one came out in June of last year, and I can't believe I didn't read it right away because I love Claire McIntosh. I've loved everything that she has written that I've read so far. This one's a little bit different. I've only read her thrillers, so this one's more of a contemporary, and I legitimately can't believe I didn't read it right away. Like, this is one that is definitely, I'm disappointed in myself that I didn't read this. Same thing with this, If You Want to Make God Laugh by Bianca Murray. I loved If You Don't Know the Words. Loved it. And then I got offered this one, and I can't believe I didn't read it right away. And I've heard amazing things about it. So definitely still want to read, definitely still keeping. Shame. This one is Disaster's Children by Emma Slowly. This is another one I'm kind of on the fence about. I'm not quite sure. This is like a post-apocalyptic book, definitely. And every once in a while, I'll get in the mood to read something like that. So maybe I'll hang on to it for now, but this one might have like an expiration date. Like, if I don't read it by a certain time, maybe I'll probably go ahead and get rid of it, but I think I'll hang on to it for now. This one is The Lost Daughter by Gil Paul. Definitely keeping this one because I really liked Another Man's Wife. Is that what it was called that I read by her that I really, really liked? So I definitely want to read more of Gil Paul, definitely. Another Woman's Husband. That's what it is. Another Woman's Husband. And yeah, so definitely keeping this one. Okay, so I have The Child Finder here by Renee Denfeld. This actually was sent to me by Lindsay for, I think, our first round of our Christmas book exchange, but I put it on my cart because I did get the follow-up as a review book, and this is The Butterfly Girl. So they go together, so that's why I have them together here, but I haven't read either one of them yet. So definitely still interested. I want to read more from Renee Denfeld, and I have heard good things about this one. I haven't heard a single thing about this one yet, though, and it did come out last year. So, but I'll keep both of these. Okay, last one on my top shelf here is The Chestnut Man. This is by Soren Sviestrup. Definitely want to keep this one, and I've heard really, really good things about this book. It's a big chunker of a thriller, but this is definitely one that I want to read. Top shelf is now empty, so let's start working on the second shelf. We're going to start from the back. Before She Knew Him by Peter Swanson, definitely keeping. The Book of M by Pang Shepherd. I think I'm going to hang on to this. This one is another post-apocalyptic thing, I think. And I actually got an email from the publisher about this when all this COVID stuff started hitting. They were saying this is a good one to read. And I'm like, interesting. So I wonder if this has to deal with maybe some sort of pandemic as well. I'm not sure. Haven't read it, obviously. But this came out in 2018. So let's just put this down. Next is, T- by Shannon Greenland. This was sent to me from Entangled. Now, this one was unsolicited. It's a young adult, like, thriller type book. I usually enjoy these books that Entangled sends me. I'm usually pleasantly surprised. Am I realistically gonna read this? Probably not. So I think this could probably be one that goes. I think I could probably... But I don't know, because I usually, like I said, I'm usually pleasantly surprised when I read something from Entangled. I'm like, that was actually really good. Oh, yeah. Decisions. Realistically, if I'm looking at my cart, this is not one that jumps out at me that I really want to read. So I'm going to let this one go. Okay, this one is The Wolf and the Watchman. This is by Nicholas Nat Ochdad. I can't say these names. I definitely still want to read this one, and I have heard really good things about this. And this is another thing kind of like The Chestnut Man, where it's like a, what are these called? Like a Nordic thriller. I think that's what they're called. So definitely interested in this one still. Okay, these next two go together. These are both by Paulina Simons. This is The Tiger Catcher and A Beggar's Kingdom. This is part of the End of Forever saga. I think there's 3 books, actually. Yeah. There's also Inexpressible Island, I think is the 3rd one. I didn't get that one. And I think it's out, so I don't know. Something about this still makes me interested in these. Number one, they are gorgeous. I love these covers. So I think for now I'm going to hang on to them and, you know, give the first one at least a try and see what I think. So yeah, I'm going to hang on to these. This one is The Last Letter by Rebecca Yarros. Definitely want to read this one. This is another entangled one, but this one deals with a military romance. Definitely want to read this. And these next two are also 1 and 2 in a series. And that is A Winter's Promise and The Missing of Claire Dune. These are both by Christelle Dabos, and these are part of the Mirror Visitor books 1 and 2. I really want to read these. These are middle grade, or actually I think they're more YA. Maybe upper middle grade YA books. And I've heard really, really good things about these, especially Reagan from Peruse Project really likes both of these books a lot. Actually, I think this one made it into her favorites of last year. So definitely still want to read these. I'm surprised I haven't. Okay, moving on to the front part of the second shelf. We have The Flight Girls. This is by Noelle Salazar, another one that I'm really excited to read. Can't believe I haven't yet. Is No Judgments by Meg Cabot. I haven't really heard anything about this book since it came out, but it's definitely got this really cute contemporary thing. It has to deal with rescuing dogs in the middle of a hurricane. Hello, I live in Florida and I love dogs, so I definitely still want to read this one. Another 2018 release. Oh my goodness, you guys. Other People's Houses by Abby Waxman. Definitely want to keep this one and read it. I do really enjoy Abby Waxman and her writing. This is actually the second book because The Bookish Life of Nina Hill was written by Abby Waxman. So yeah. The next one here is Saving Megan by DJ Palmer. I actually just read a book by DJ Palmer. I know it comes with a bookmark. That was kind of sticking out there. I just read The New Husband by DJ Palmer and really enjoyed it. So I definitely want to read this one for sure. Okay, now I have Sunburn by Laura Lippman. Haven't really heard anything about this one either. But Laura Lippman is an author that I keep hearing about. And I don't hear like, you know, good or bad, just like she has a lot of books. And I think I have another one on here by her as well. So I should probably read this at some point. I'm not dying to pick it up, but I'm also not like wanting to get rid of it. So, and it's short, so I think I should probably, I'll hang on to this one. Okay, this one is The Good Sister by Gillian McAllister. I haven't heard anything about this either. This is a thriller for sure, about a bond between 2 sisters is what it says. I'm going to check Goodreads on this one and see, because this came out last year. So let me see what the Goodreads reviews are. 3.94. That's pretty decent. I don't know. I should probably give it a shot, huh? All right. I'll hang on to it for now. Okay, the next one here is She Was the Quiet One by Michelle Campbell. I do really want to read this. However, I'm going to listen to it on audio because this is narrated by January Lavoie, who is my favorite audiobook narrator. So this will probably be the same thing as I did with her first one, which was It's Always the Husband. I listened to it and then I unhauled it. I enjoyed it. It was a 4-star read. So this will probably be the same situation where I'm going to listen to it, but then I won't hang on to the book for the long haul. So I think I'm going to probably get rid of it now, and I'm going to make a note on my phone that I need to find this on audio and listen to it, because that's how I would prefer to do it, because I know that I love the audiobook narrator, but I don't need to hang on to the physical book. Still want to read it, but I don't need to hang on to this for now. Okay, this one is The Vikings Chosen. No, this one is The Vikings Captive. The first book is The Vikings Chosen by Quinn Loftus. So this is a little Viking series. I don't know if there's going to be more or not, to be honest with you, and I don't think I'm going to hang on to this one. I haven't read it, and I don't think I'm going to bother, to be honest. I did enjoy the first one. It was kind of one of those things where I really read it at the right time and it made me enjoy it a lot. But every time I look at this, I'm like, I don't think I need to keep going in this series. So I'm going to go ahead and let this one go. And I didn't keep the first book anyway. So another one that I don't think I'm going to hang on to. This is Home by Lisa Duffy. And yeah, I don't know. I never read it when I got it. And I think I'm okay going ahead and getting rid of this one. This is never one that has really called out to me. Okay, this one is Annalise Rising by Brenda Drake. This is another entangled teen book that was sent to me. I think I'm going to let this one go. Yeah, I don't know. I'm okay. It's some sort of like science fiction mystery thriller. Like, I'm good. Okay, so this is one that I got from Bookish First, so I'll definitely be keeping it. This is The Last Voyage of Poe Blythe by Ali Condi. I need to read it because Bookish First, so I'm gonna start putting those on top when I reach those. Another Bookish First is The Darkest Star by Jennifer L. Armentrout. Definitely want to read this, but I need to finish the Lux series first because this is a spin-off of that. So I want to read the Lux series first, which I definitely want to keep going on, and then I can read this one. First, The Brilliant Death by Amy Rose Capetta. This is honestly one that I would probably get rid of if it was not on Bookish First. But it is, so I need to write my review. So I need to make sure that I read this. So that's why I'm keeping it. Not super excited though. This one is The Last Year of the War by Susan Meisner. Definitely want to read this one. And As Bright as Heaven, also by Susan Meisner. I got these actually both in the same package. Definitely want to read this one too. And another Bookish First is Song of the Crimson Flower by Julie C. Dow. I actually started this and then I never picked it back up to finish it. I only read I think maybe the first chapter, but I need to keep it. Okay, now we are on the back part of the bottom tier. What is this? The God Game by Danny Toby. Definitely still want to read this one. I'm literally just blindly picking books. Oh, The Bookworm Crush by Lisa Brown Roberts. Definitely keeping this. Look how adorable it is. It looks so cute. Yeah, this is another entangled teen thing, but this is definitely one that has a premise that I would much prefer to pick up. Next one is Kindness and Wonder by Gavin Edwards. This is about Mr. Rogers. Now, there's been a couple of books about Mr. Rogers recently because that movie came out, and so this is just one of them, but there's been at least two big ones that I know of. This is super short. I should go ahead and read this. I definitely do still want to read this because I watched Mr. Rogers growing up. What's this? Oh, The Doll Factory by Elizabeth McNeil. This is one that I could probably let go. I don't think I've heard amazing things about this book. Let's see what Goodreads says, because this was, this was a 2019 release. Well, this gets a 3.79. That's not terrible, but it's also not great. So I think I'm going to go ahead and get rid of this one. Okay, let's see. What's this one? It's like a game. Oh, She Lies in Wait by Gaitha Lodge. I do want to read this one. This is an author I haven't read anything from yet, and I've actually heard good things about her books, so I'll keep this one. Next, I literally can't see these books, so this is interesting. The Sea of Lost Girls by Carol Goodman. I am interested in this one. This is one that came unsolicited, so yeah, but I'm interested in this. Oh, Simon the Fiddler. Yeah, I just hauled this one by Paulette Giles. I don't know about this one. It is set in the Civil War era, which I've said that I want to read more from. I'm just not sure if I'm going to like it. Even reading the synopsis, I was kind of like, so I think this might be one that I think I'm just going to, I think I'm going to not keep this one because I don't think this is going to be one that I end up really enjoying. Okay, what's next? The Summer Country by Lauren Willig. Yes, definitely want to keep this one because I want to read this author. Okay, last one on the back here. The Orphan Song by Lauren Kate. I was excited when I got this, and then I didn't read it. Go figure, right? Let's see. This one came out last summer. This is definitely a historical fiction. I hadn't really heard anything about it, so let's check Goodreads and see what they say. So sometimes I use Goodreads to help me make a decision, not all the time, because I have really loved books that Goodreads didn't like, and I have really disliked books that Goodreads really likes. But if I'm really on the fence about something and I'm just not sure, sometimes I will let the Goodreads rating kind of sway my decision. So let's see what it says about this and see if it even helps. Sometimes it doesn't help. So for this one, 3.75. Okay. That helps. I think I'll pass on it because, I mean, 3.75 is fine. It seems kind of average. So if it was like above a 4, I think I would probably keep it, but I'm good on this one then. All right, and now we are on to the front part of the bottom. This is going to get tricky. Okay, so here's the other Laura Lippman, Lady in the Lake. So yeah, I'll hold on to this one. Actually, I think I might have this on audio. I think I might have access to this on audio. Let me double check. Okay, maybe not. I thought I had it, but it might have been something that was on Scribd at one time, and then now it's gone. It's not there anymore. So I'll hang on to it. I thought maybe I could do it on audio, but not so much. Okay, this one is, okay, here we go. The Deepest Blue by Sarah Beth Durst. Definitely going to keep this one and the next 3 that I'm going to show you too. I have the Queens of Renthia trilogy. So when this one came out in hardback, they sent me the entire trilogy, the first 2 in mass market paperback, and then this one in hardcover. So this is one that I definitely want to give a try because if I really like it and I want them on my shelves, I'm going to replace these with hardcovers. I'm already watching them on Book Outlet. Right now, I don't think either one of these are on Book Outlet in hardcover right now, but I definitely want to keep these for sure because I want to read Sarah Beth Durst. Okay, so Diane Setterfeld, this is Once Upon a River, and this one I got from Bookish First, so definitely need to keep it. Same with The Gilded Rules by Roshani Chachki. Okay, this one is Before and Again by Barbara Delinsky, and I do want to read this one. I don't know what it is about this one that just calls out to me all the time. I think it's a big, meaty thing for me to just get lost in, so I'm going to keep it. Same thing with The Resurrection of Joan Ashby by Shirlise Wallace. I've actually heard really good things about this book and about this author in particular, so I'm still going to keep it. This is from 2017. Let's move on. The next one is The Guest Book by Sarah Blake. I've actually heard pretty good things about this one, so I'm going to keep this one too. Next up is Our Little Secret by Roz Ney. I'm just not interested in this one. I think this is one, I don't remember if I agreed to this one or not, to be honest. This was in 2018. But yeah, no, I'm completely lost interest in this one. And the last one is Consumed by J.R. Ward. Definitely want to read this one for sure. And this is a Bookish First, so going on the top. Okay, so these are all the books from my backlist review cart that I'm going to unhaul and get rid of and not read. The only one I will read is the Michelle Campbell one, but I'm going to get that on audio. I've already made a note to find that on audio instead. So I am going to go ahead and unhaul these, which means I have 55 books left on my cart. So I'm going to put them back, kind of rearrange them a little bit and show you what it looks like now. Okay, guys, I have this all completely reorganized now. So I have all of my Bookish First stuff up on top, along with all of the cute little contemporaries that are really calling to me right now. These are ones that I really want to get to. I have my fantasy in the back on top. And then on the second one, I have all the really large hardcovers and some that are by multiple books from different authors. And then on the bottom, I have all my really oversized paperbacks. And then on the back, I have the contemporary, a couple of the hard-hitting contemporaries in the middle. And then on the bottom, I have my thrillers and historical fiction and some more of those contemporaries down there. So that is my purged and reorganized backlist review TBR card. I can't believe I have so many that I haven't read yet. but such is life, right? So I feel much better about this. It's much less overwhelming, even though there is still a lot on here, but it's, getting rid of 11 books, that helps me out very much. This is one of my motivations to make sure that I read my ARCs in a timely manner. So that's one thing that this card has helped me do, which I have been doing this year. Every month I'm doing my monthly ARC reviews. So it's helping me stay on top of that. But now I need to make some time and start going back and reading some of these that were sent to me by publishers. Even though I don't have that pressure, I can, I still want to read them. So, yep. All right. Thank you for joining me on this journey today. Let me know your thoughts. Let me know what I should read. Give me your feedback on these books. Let me know if there's any that stood out to you that you're screaming, Sarah, why haven't you read that? And so let me know your feedback on some of these. And are there any of these that you guys think I should probably just go ahead and get rid of? Let me know that too. I'm not opposed to getting rid of some more. So give me your feedback. I want to know all your thoughts. Nothing on Bookish First. I have to read those regardless. So, but everything else, I can maybe be swayed. We'll see. Depends on how interested I am in them. Okay, I will talk to you guys later. Hope you have a great day.